To my channel. Today we're gonna make ribs with al pastor sauce. So let me give ingredients. For my ribs, I got two baby back ribs, pre-seasoned. I have videos on how to make my adobos and my rubs. So this one, I just put some of the achote seasoning. I got two packages. So you're gonna put one in each side. And then salt, pepper, all the spices that you want, your ingredients, your favorite ingredients. So what I did, I put some of the salt, pepper, sugar, and then I add some of this one, Montreal seasoning. And then you're just gonna pat it all around. Same thing in the back. And sometimes it comes with a membrane on it. So this one, you can see that they didn't take it out. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna remove it. You're gonna pull, and with a napkin or towel, you're gonna pull it out like this. Because they don't take it out. And if you leave it, your seasoning or your spices or your rub or your brine, it's not gonna get into the meat. So that's why you need to remove this membrane now. Okay, same thing, see? It's very tough. If you put anything in there, all the flavor or whatever you put in there, it's just gonna stay in the back and nothing is gonna go through the meat. So remove that, season it. And like I say, salt, pepper to taste, whatever you wanna put in there. I'm just making a different version of the ribs. So I'm gonna make my al pastor pork ribs, which is the seasoned pork. It's a very classic sauce that we use for the tacos al pastor. So I have the recipe working right now. So I want you guys to make the salsa recipe first, so that way you can understand, and then you can use it for anything else. You can make your al pastor tacos, ribs, wrap. So it's gonna be a sauce. Basically, it's like a wrap. And I'm gonna show you the next step or the next ingredients that we're gonna need. I got some banana leaves. So we're gonna wrap our ribs on the banana leaves. So I'm gonna need about 2 big leaves of banana. You can buy this frozen on the stores. And also, I'm gonna just wash my hands, come back, and show you the next ingredients. Right, so for our ingredients, we're gonna need 1 onion in slices, half moon. Also 1 pineapple, thinly slices. And when you're making the al pastor, usually goes with the pineapple and the onions, and it goes with the pork pot. So what we do at the restaurant or in the taquerias, they slice the meat, thinly sliced. So it's gonna be like a steak, thinly sliced. And then we marinate with the sauce, that one, el pastor. So that's why you need to know how to make the sauce first. Watch the video, and then you can make any kind of meat, any wrap. So that's why I suggest you to watch the video first. So 1 onion, 1 pineapple, or as much as pineapple you need. You can always use the canned pineapple, but it's gonna be up to you. And then we're gonna need the banana leaves. And these ones usually come either fresh or frozen. So this is gonna be 1 big leaf. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cut it in half, 4 inch pieces, and I'm gonna warm it up in the comal or in the skillet. Okay, so we're gonna do like this, and I have these ones already warm up. So as you can see, the colors, they're different. This one is a little bit more shinier than this one. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna have my comal over here, already preheated. You can use any skillet if you want. And you're gonna press it down, so that way you get the shiny appearance, like this. So that way you can fold the lid and it doesn't break when you're working with the lid. So warm it up, put them on the side. Same thing with this one. And over here my salsa is almost done, as you can see. This one has chile guajillo, it has chile morita, chile chipotle, garlic, onion, tomatoes, and some spices. So I want you guys to make sure you watch this video first, because this is gonna be the follow-up for my ribs. So I'm gonna tag you, put it on the link, you know, so that way you can make it later. So same thing, warm it up, and then you're gonna do all the leaves, and then we're gonna come back and start making our ribs. Alright, so after you have your banana leaves already warm up and everything, basically when we do the pastor at the restaurant or in the, you know, when you're building the big cylinder, the pastor, that's what we do. You do it in layers. So basically you put the first layer goes with the onions. So let's say that you're gonna make your al pastor, the trompo. So you put the onion, then the pineapple, and then you stack the other meat. It goes in like a skewer, like metal skewer, and it sits in a plate. Then you just go around, and you make a big trompo. I don't know how to say trompo in English, but it's a cylinder shape, like the meat that they use for the gyros. Same thing. That's the trompo, the gyro machine. And then you're gonna put your pineapple like this. Oh, sorry, we're gonna wrap it on the banana leaves, but you're gonna do it individually. So I'm gonna move this to the side. Just want to show you how to, you know, assemble, and then I'm just gonna do one at a time. If you don't have the banana leaf, you can just put it straight in here, same thing, and then you put your pineapple on top, and then we're gonna cover it with plastic and foil. If you want to use a plastic, you can use it. If you don't want to use it, don't use it. I always tell you the same. So you can do it like this, and you can also cover with the banana leaves like that. Alright, so you're gonna have your oven preheated 450, and I'm gonna cook my ribs for about 2.5 hours. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some water and then come back and put them in the oven. Alright, so what I did, I put 1 quart of water in my pan, and I always had a dilemma with this plastic film. So I use this food plastic film wrap. It's a high quality, professional quality, and I put it in here so that way it helps me to cook my food in steam, basically. I don't want any of the steam to go out. So what you do, you nice and tight, so that way it's not touching basically the food. And remember, we have the banana leaf, so but it's not gonna melt. And I'm gonna add the foil, so that way it's gonna help me cover it. Nice and tight all around. And then we're gonna put them in the oven for 2.5 hours, 450, and then I'm gonna come back and show you the final result. My oven 450, we're gonna keep them 2 hours, middle shelf, and then we're gonna come back and check them. So it's already 2 hours that it's been in the oven, so we're gonna keep the ½ hour extra with the sauce. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove the foil. So I'm gonna show you that my plastic film is still there. It didn't melt like everybody thinks that it's gonna melt into my sauce. So see, it's right here. Okay, but it didn't melt into the food. So now, as you can see, but if you don't want to risk it, don't do it. Don't put it on. That's fine. Look at this. Wow. So I'm gonna bring it to my table, and then we're gonna put the sauce and bring it back to the oven. Okay. So like I said, we're gonna take it out of the banana leaves. But these ribs, they're done. They're coming off the bone already. So I'm gonna show you. Look at this. Clean. So from here, I'm gonna put them in a tray, and then we're gonna glaze it, put the sauce on it. So if you want to do it, if the sauce is too spicy for you, you can always combine it with some of the regular barbecue sauce and combine it to make it, more edible if it's too spicy. But if you like kind of spicy, you're just gonna dip it in the sauce, put it back in the broiler or in the grill. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab another pair of tongs and transfer my ribs. As you can see, these babies are done. So we're just gonna put them in the tray. And now you can glaze them. You want to do regular barbecue, go ahead and do regular barbecue. You want to add a little of the heatness from the pastor. Just gonna go ahead and pour it on top like this. And then we're gonna put it back in the oven just to get some caramelization and glaze. So we're just gonna put them in the oven. There's some pineapple. And we're gonna just glaze them a little bit in the oven. So I'm gonna give them about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and serve them. I say, if you wanna do one regular with the barbecue sauce, you can use any brand. And you're just gonna glaze it. Put it back in the oven. You can, like I said before, you can mix the barbecue sauce with the pastor and make it more like a sweet and sour spicy sauce, but that's gonna be optional. Or you can make one with barbecue and one with pastor. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put them in the oven just to finish it because they're already done. So I'm just gonna glaze them basically, and I'm just gonna give them 10 minutes, come back and serve. Alright, so this is my final presentation. You can plate it, garnish it however you like. I have some baked potato, roasted corn in the oven, and then obviously my barbecue ribs on the bottom, and then my chipotle, al pastor. Right, so this is my final presentation. I got my barbecues on the bottom, and then my al pastor on top, some roasted corn, loaded potato, just missing the bacon, but we have a lot of cholesterol, so put them on the side. And hopefully you guys like this video, how to prepare the ribs al pastor. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Chef Alex Perez on Facebook, Chef Alex Perez in YouTube. Follow me on Instagram and enjoy. Look at this. Thank you. Enjoy.